A stranger creeps in wretched shroud, striding with ease through gathered crowd. House to home, rich and poor, the doctor comes to every door. There is no portent quite so grim. When you hear the knock, you know it's him. The children dare not speak their rhyme above a hush, and almost never without fleeting glances into the dark shadows. To live with the inevitability of the end times, to know every day that pestilence will come, is a very different thing to living beneath his shadow. To simper at the heels of Father Plague, to call the Lamentide Lord, to bury your kin in the hungry rot that has become your once verdant home, to know that the end is nigh, and yet to do anything for one more day. That is what it means now to be a citizen of the once proud kingdom of Leith. Every story needs a villain, and ours is Father Plague, Lamentide of Pestilence, first of the 4 sons of lamentation and woe, and he has already won. We talked a bit in the fairy tale video about how Father Plague seized the kingdom of Leith from Paynim, and how Princess Euthelia became his corrupted consort, the Lice Mother. But we haven't talked much about them as villains. If we look at the lineage of the traitor gods, we can see that Pestilence is one of 4 Lamentides: death, famine, conquest, pestilence. That lineup probably sounds familiar to you, and it is an early sign of what's yet to come. The Lamentides of Paynim mirror the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse from a well-known novel which has long since fallen into public domain. These 4 omens have become a cultural cornerstone of the end times, and they represent the absolute S-tier of world-ending catastrophes that the olden times could imagine. Their threat still looms over us. The Lamentides are no different. They are the personification of the apocalypse, and Pestilence is the first of 7 seals that, once broken, will bring about the end of all things. Long ago, but sometime after the Immortal was murdered, life and death trapped the Lamentides and the Aloramons in Death's Hell to stave off the end times. For Death's part, it was an attempt to preserve the status quo for as long as possible. Life, however, wanted more. Life wanted to sit upon the Immortal's throne, atop Mount Empyrean, and remake all things in their image. But this is a video about Pestilence. I'm sure we'll get to Life eventually. Where was I? Oh yeah, witches. If you've created a character in Doomsong, you might have noticed that when you become a witch, you are assigned a patron, either a dread or a sublime. These lesser traitor gods, who are not imprisoned, grant powers to their followers. In order for Pestilence to get free, he needed someone on the outside. He needed his own witch. And he found someone desperate enough to do anything. He found Princess Euthelia. A ritual she performed broke the first seal and released Pestilence from hell. Now, against her will, she is a witch to one of the most powerful entities in existence. This treacherous relationship is the crux of our villainous dynamic, and may very well be the first Lamentide's undoing. But I'll leave unraveling how to exploit that weakness to the gravediggers. I'll see you in hell.
Tell me, little gravedigger, how will you bury yourself?